I call Jonathan Young.
Mr. Speaker, this Financial Services Providers Pre-Implementation Adjustment Bill seeks to bring public confidence and industry efficiency into this particular area. It's based on the backdrop of a global credit crisis. This government is encouraging, rightfully, New Zealanders to move from consumption to investment, from spending to saving. And this is going to bring some great strength into our economy. It's going to enable us to build a stronger export base, which needs investment, and through saving to create a great pool of capital from which credit can be accessed and interest earnings retained within the New Zealand economy. And we believe that this is going to be good for New Zealand. But in order to do this, we need to have strength within our financial markets and strength within the mechanisms that protect those investors. We've had a real hit here in New Zealand, like many countries have. It's been mentioned time and again tonight, the mum and dad investors, the many ordinary Kiwis who have had a little set aside or a little available at the end of every week, and under this government will have more available at the end of every week to invest for their future. And much of this has happened through the advice of financial advisors. But we have known, and it's been reported in the Commerce Select Committee last year, that approximately $6 billion disappeared from our economy as investors lost money through financial company failures in a number of instances, of course. That's $6 billion that's not in portfolios of New Zealand investors, $6 billion not working for New Zealand in credible companies. And so this legislation is to build efficiency, but also confidence within our market. It's been noted tonight that the Consumer magazine has done some investigation and review of what we have on offer, and they have come to the clear assumption, clear understanding that there is a mixed report out there. Some's good, some is bad, some's helpful, and some's useless. Who knows what to believe about financial advisors? Well, we want this country to have confidence in those who undertake that profession. And it's very important that we have appropriate levels of regulation and legislation that give that. A cornerstone of the Financial Advisors Act is that the professionalism of financial advice is best encouraged by ensuring it is delivered by competent and ethical individuals. Mr. Speaker, this is common sense, isn't it? Financial advisors ought to be competent, and they ought to be ethical. These are the people who advise us what to do with the money that we are investing for our future. Wouldn't you like to have somebody advising you who is competent? Wouldn't you like them to be ethical? Of course, we all would. It is critical, Mr. Speaker, that we have this regulatory framework right, so that it both fosters the confidence in the sector and enables the financial sector to get on with their job. Lack of confidence means that good financial advisors in our country are viewed with some degree of scepticism, and we want to remove that. We want to ensure that those who comply and those who do a great job in terms of all of the regulations are indeed approved of. Mr. Speaker, it's my delight to commend this bill to the House. Thank you.
Well done.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it.
Financial Service Providers Pre-Implementation Adjustments Bill, first reading.
Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Simon Power.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the Financial Service Providers Pre-Implementation Adjustments Bill be considered by the Commerce Committee, and that the committee report finally to the House on or before 4 May 2010, and that the committee have authority to meet at any time while the House is sitting, except during oral questions and during any evening on a day on which there has been a sitting of the House and on a Friday in a week in which there has been a sitting of the House despite Standing Orders 187 and 190B and C.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. Call on Government.